So someone sent over an article talking about Scrum roles, who does what, and it's talking about three key roles. What I can tell you is interesting about this is I actually appreciated the take that the author went through for these roles. So I did have an opportunity to read it through, so I want to share some of it with you. So let's share some of this article with you. It says Scrum, a popular framework within the Agile project management, emphasizes collaboration, flexibility, and iterative progress. Central to its success are three key roles: the product owner, Scrum Master, and Scrum Team, which is the development team. Each role plays a crucial part in the Scrum framework, ensuring that teams can deliver high quality products effectively. Let's explore the roles in detail. Great, sounds like a good idea. So, right out of the gate, leading with some factual information, leading with some good information. So far, good resource, good article. Let's continue. So they start with the product owner, and they call the product owner the visionary leader. I like that. The product owner is the visionary. So the product owner is pivotal in defining the product vision and prioritizing the work needed to achieve it. This role involves several key responsibilities. Number one, right out of the gate, managing a product backlog. The product backlog is a dynamic list of features, enhancements, fixes, tasks required to create a successful product. Let me stop there for a moment. In my world, and this just makes things a lot easier, so this is just a tip for those of you who are watching. In my world, I make everything a story. So I'm going to say it again. Everything's a story. You've got enabler stories, you've got enhancement stories, you've got defect stories, you've got new feature stories. So what I'm trying to say is if you make everything a story, then it just makes it easier because each of the stories have different types. And that way it just makes it easier when it comes to story point allocation. It makes it easier when it comes to filtering. It just gives you a better, instead of breaking into, oh, well, this is an enhancement versus a fix versus a task. If you just call everything a story and then give it a type, it just makes it easier to organize the backlog. All right, let's continue. So, the product owner is responsible for creating and refining the backlog. Absolutely. They translate high-level product requirements into actionable stories, ensuring clarity and alignment with stakeholder expectations. Prioritizing items. They continually assess and prioritize backlog items based on factors such as strategic value, consumer value, and technical value. Oh my goodness, this person is my spirit animal. That's exactly what I teach, and I swear I'm reading the article. And the next one is stakeholder engagement. They serve as the liaison between stakeholders and a Scrum team, ensuring everyone's needs and expectations are understood and addressed. They are the master facilitator, baby. This person must have taken one of my classes. That's all I've got to say. I haven't read the name yet, but this is exactly what I teach in class. Exactly, verbatim, word for word. All right. They also define acceptance criteria. So the product owner also establishes acceptance criteria for each backlog item, which serves as a guideline for the team. Clear acceptance criteria helps ensure that the delivered product meets the intended specifications and requirements. Absolutely 100% correct again. It just feels right while I'm reading this article. I'm grooving, right? This feels right. It is good. It is what my expectations are. And the only thing I might add there is they can use techniques like Gherkin, right? I'd make sure I bring that up, given when then. Because there's power in using that syntax where it's more of a, how shall I put it, natural language syntax than something that you're just, what about this? What about that? It's more of a natural language, and I think it's going to go a lot better that way. Okay, let's continue. All right, making trade-offs. So in an ever-changing environment, the product owner must make tough decisions about scope, time, and people. This often involves balancing the needs of the business with technological feasibility, with stakeholder expectations, with consumer awareness. Yes, absolutely, 100%. Scrum Master. Okay, I see one thing here that needs to be tweaked, but so far overall it's good. It says Scrum Master equals the process facilitator. Maybe. The Scrum Master plays a vital role in fostering an environment conducive to collaboration, learning, and continual improvement. I do agree with that. So some of their accountabilities include facilitation of Scrum events. Okay. So the Scrum Master ensures that sprint planning, daily Scrum, and retrospectives are conducted effectively. They have the sprint review / demo listed in here. But in my world, I like for the product owner to facilitate that one. We can talk more about that later. But they want to make sure to keep discussions focused and productive and keep things moving along. I agree. The next one says removing impediments. I'm going to pause there for a second as well and say removing impediments that the team may not be able to remove themselves, right? Or an individual could remove themselves. So the reason why I say that is because it is the team's primary responsibility to focus on how to handle impediments when they come up, when they arise. I don't want to cripple the team by saying, oh, someone else is going to be responsible for handling all your impediments. I want them to take, handle, and deal with impediments as they arise if they can, right? So the rest of the impediments are the key duty of the Scrum Master to identify and help the team remove obstacles, right? Okay. So addressing team dynamics. If it's interpersonal conflicts that arise, the Scrum Master should help mediate and resolve issues. Coordinating with external stakeholders. Once again, I feel like that falls more on the product owner's shoulders, but if the Scrum Master can help with that coordination, that would be great. Okay. So our first little hiccup, but it's not a bad one. Coaching the team. I definitely agree with this one. The Scrum Master acts as a coach or mentor, helping the team understand and adopt the Agile framework and practices. They provide guidance on how to use Scrum more effectively and promote a culture of self-organization. All very, very good. Yes, all very good stuff. Okay, let's talk about the developers. Yes, the builders, if you will. And that's what they titled them, builders. Awesome. So the development team comprises of professionals who collaboratively work on building the product or service increment. Their responsibilities include having a batch of cross-functional skills. They're expected to possess a variety of skills necessary for the team to develop, including design elements, development, testing, deployment. It's a cross-functional nature that makes it self-sufficient and agile. They commit to goals. So the team members are driven to commit to delivering a potentially shippable product increment at the end of every sprint. And they collaborate closely, ensuring that the goal and the sprint goals and the things they're building are all in line with one another and meet and satisfy the definition of done. Continual improvement. During retrospectives, teams discuss, they reflect on their performance, identify what areas are aligned for improvement, and are encouraged to experiment with new ideas and processes to enhance their productivity and teamwork going forward. Okay, so I guess what I'm trying to say is overarching, this article does a good job of really giving people a full view of what these different roles do. But unfortunately, it does go in after this point and talk a lot about a specific product or service that you can use to help you make all these things better. And anytime somebody puts in a shameless plug for their own product or service, it makes me a little bit crazy, right? So we're not going to go there. I'm not going to tell you who the product is or the company is. But what I can tell you is this person clearly has their head around the roles and accountabilities. And what I can tell you also is that I'll never know whether it's somebody who went to my class or not because they only listed the company name. So whoever the author was of this amazing article, I want to say thank you because you did a fantastic job. And I hope that you enjoyed my class because I'm 99% you were there. That's going to do it. I hope you enjoyed this article. If you have a topic you want us to discuss, learn more at AgileDad.com. I'd love to hear from you. And as always, we encourage you to stay healthy, stay well, and stay agile, my friends. Until next time, do take care. Bye now.